Hello scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with my Make It a Double layout for the month of May. So Iris and I took the month of April off, and then because she was just so busy and I was so busy, so we were both able to get a layout done for this month, and so we're both excited. So you will have just seen the layout that we are using for inspiration, and here you can see I have two 12 by 12 white pieces of paper and I have a ton of photos. So I knew that I had these photos from 2017 that I was probably just going to stick in a Pocket Life page. And so instead, when I saw this sketch, I knew immediately that I was just going to use these photos. So this was an event that my friend and I got to go to because my husband, his work hosts the fair, and they do something that they call the media days before the fair starts, and I think it's like the week before the fair actually starts, and it's all of the food vendors get together and they put on this show for newspaper people and TV people, and just there's a bunch of media. That's why it's called Media Days, is because it's for the media to be able to be like, hey, we got to go and try all the fair food and these are the best things. So here you can see I am dividing up my photos, and as you can see I have two different orientations for all of my photos, and I'm going to decide that I need to take off more from each of the photos. So I'm going to make these 2 inches by 4 inches. And I'm actually okay with that because the photos themselves really aren't important. I mean, they are because they're the basis of this layout, but at the same time, I'm not going to remember all the names of everything. I'm not going to remember like, oh, I loved this. I mean, by looking at the photo, I can be like, ooh, yum, that looks good. And that's pretty much all I really want to show off with this layout is look at all this yummy food. And one of my best friends, Becky, and I got to go and taste all of these yummy foods. So here you can see I have my 2-page spread laid out, and I thought it looked really nice, and I really liked, because I did have the 2 different orientation of photos, I really liked having the 2-pagers work out the way they did. Here you can see I'm pulling out this really big, I think this is a 2 or it's probably a 3-inch alpha, because I think it's as big as the photos. So it's a 3-inch alpha, and I think it's just from American Crafts or something like that. I don't even remember. I took it out of its original packaging a long time ago, but I thought this would be perfect. So here you can see I am just going to do my title exactly like that. I'm just going to start gluing everything down as it is, and then I'm going to start embellishing, and the title's actually going to be Fair Food, and then so I'm going to pull out this Close to My Heart So Much Happy collection, and I am going to use the little tile alpha that comes with it. So I'm going to play around with the placement of it. At first I was thinking I thought it would be cool far off to the left above the word food, and then here I'm going to bring in some of the word phrase stickers from the So Much Happy collection from Close to My Heart, and I'm also going to add some puffy stickers to each of the little clusters that I'm making. I keep the embellishing very, very simple on this layout, and I love how simple it turned out. I probably could have kept it a little bit more simple, but I just kind of kept going. Okay, so here you can see I've cut down this yellow piece of paper, and that's from the So Much Happy collection as well. And I'm thinking I'm going to put that there. But once I start embellishing some of these photos and putting things down, I realized, you know what? I don't like having that pattern paper there. I need something else there. And I find the perfect embellishment, and I love it so much. Love, love, love it. Now here you can see that I am finishing up gluing down all of the photos and everything. I did change out that pattern piece of paper and I added that ampersand with the flowers on it. And then I also added that little box that had the journaling strips on it. So I'm going to do my journaling on there. I still haven't done it, but I'm going to keep it really simple, just talking about how my friend Becky and I went and were able to sample the fair food on media days. So here I have gone back to the first page, and now I'm going to start gluing everything down on this page. So you will notice that a couple of these photos have some white lines on them, and honestly, it doesn't bother me. On one of them, I think I add a sticker to the white area, so you can't even really tell that it has the white around it. And then I'm going to do some embellishing on that bottom photo so that you can't tell that the white is there, which is the biggest reason why I decided not to cut it off, was because I figured I could just add some embellishing. So here I'm just gluing down each one of these photos. And then I'm going to glue down the title. And this is where I'm going to finally decide where to put the word fair. And I am going to put it right there. When I'm gluing down the word food, I totally do it wrong. My husband pointed it out to me after I turned the video off, and I was like, yeah, I know. I noticed. It's spaced beautifully right here, right now. And when I go to glue everything down, for some reason, I move the spaces and it just does not work out well at all. So I'm kind of frustrated with myself because I'm super OCD about spacing and it just looks off now. But, you know, I'm not going to move it because I tried moving it and it started pulling up the paper. And so I was like, okay, no, I'm just going to leave it as is because it's not the end of the world, right? So I think this is where I start running into the problem. So I start moving them closer and I was just kind of like, I don't know if I really like that. Then I wanted to use up this little scallop frame. So I'm going to put it on either side of the word food. But for some reason, even though I measured it, I didn't measure it well. And so they are two different sizes. The sides of the frames are two different lengths. And so I think that is what threw off the letters in the middle. And yeah, so here I'm going to start gluing everything down. And please don't hate me. I apologize about the zooming in and out. Once again, I forgot to check to make sure my focusing was off. And there we go. I moved it too far to the right. So you'll see right there, I realized, oh crap, I put that down too far to the right, but it wouldn't come up. So yeah, I'm just going to deal with it. I don't know. Yeah, anyway, what can you do? So here is where I'm going to pull in some ephemera, and I'm just going to pull in some random ephemera from my stash. It's seriously very random, just sitting on my desk. And I'm just gonna, I don't even think I glue any of it on. I think I staple all of it onto this page. There's this cute little speech bubble that said sweet on it. And so I'm gonna glue that down. I tried sticking the little speech bubble part underneath this sticker, but it doesn't work. So I just cut it off and then I add my little puffy sticker. And then here I'm looking for some more ephemera. I really like this one that says ice cream. And then I had these mixed media circles in with this embellishment pack. There's like a few different embellishment packs mixed in there. And then this green thread. And so I'm just going to staple this down together. And the colors on this layout just kind of, I don't know that they match, but they just are there. Like I've got mint green, navy, sky blue, that ticket that's green, and then the thread is like a completely different olive green, and just, yeah, just so many different colors. But you know what? I was having fun and I don't mind it at all. In fact, I really love it. It's different and it has pretty colors on it, so I'm good with it. Okay, so I think I'm all done right now with the embellishing on this layout. So I'm going to pull in the second page. And now here you can see I'm adding that ice cream little ticket piece, and I'm going to add a few more of these embellishments that were just randomly sitting on my desk. And that is going to be it for this layout. Mine turned out so much differently than Iris's. She texted me a picture of her photo, or a photo of her layout, and I was just blown away. So make sure you head on over to her channel. I will leave you a link below so that you can find her video easily. Here I'm just stapling on these ephemera pieces. I thought that would be easier than gluing, and it was very nice. But anyway, make sure you head on over to Iris's channel to find her layout. It's amazing and gorgeous, and I'm just blown away by it. Yeah. And I love how different our styles are, and I love how different our layouts came out based on the same photo, the same, layout that we lifted. So it's always fun seeing how different we interpret things. So this is my interpretation. I had so much fun using this sketch. I can't wait to pick out a new sketch for next month, and I hope you will come back and see us then. Thanks so much for watching. Bye! Oh yes, I forgot. I was going to do this. So this is Don't Rain on My Parade, and it's a navy color from Shimmers, and I love it. But anyway, so I do add that in a few spots on both of the layouts, but that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Now I'm really gonna say bye. Bye!